All right, champ. You look like a champ out there, man.
I try to. It's a difficult position that I'm in, right? I'm probably the most reviewed, most watched, most scouted wrestler, right? And so I never have a game plan. My game plan is to score as many points as possible, and sometimes that's extremely difficult because those guys have game plans. And so I just keep on firing off what I have, continue to improve in positions, and have fun. I mean, he's a world silver medalist. Yep. He's wrestled well at every world and an Olympic tournament, so that was a formidable opponent for me. Probably the best I've had in a long time, so it's good. 92 is not bad.
Can you talk a little bit more about how you think this might be good preparation if you go to Worlds and face him?
Always. I mean, he knows what I've got, right? There's nothing that he saw that match that he hasn't seen in the past. I am going to continue to do what I do best and have the confidence that my best stuff is better than their best stuff. That's all I ever do. And so, fortunately, it's worked out for me on a number of occasions. Sometimes it hasn't, right? But you don't question your preparation because of one failure. And so I've rebounded after Rio. I feel good. I'm in a stable place mentally and just getting back to where I'll be getting my hand raised, right? Everyone is expecting a dominant performance every time, which is extremely difficult given the success that I've had. So for me, I'm really just about getting my hand raised. Of course, I want to put on a show for a crowd. Of course, I want to get as many takedowns, score as many points as possible. But at the end of the day, I want to get my hand raised. That's important to me.
Thank you.
Talk about wrestling out here. I mean, you've been here, how many, 7 times now?
7.
You know, how cool is this event? How unique is it and special to you?
It's amazing, dude. Like, look at this. And I'm always the last guy to finish it off. And so, you know, it's been a blessing, man. It's been a blessing to be in the position that I've been put in and still regarded in, right? It was easy after Rio to kind of put me in the back seat and put some of the other guys in the forefront that have been a little bit more successful than me in the last year. You know, but they still stand by me as a leader in this program, and it's not because of what I've done on the mat, right? I think that I've been an ambassador for the sport truly beyond getting my hand raised. And so they respect me, right? And they always reciprocate the love and appreciation that I give it to everyone in this program, right? Whether it's Mike Novogratz, Andy Barth, Bill Zadek, Rich Bender, anyone that has anything to do with USA Wrestling or Beat the Streets, I've done as best as I could over the last 7 years. So I'm going to continue to do so until I've got nothing left in me.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of fans around here, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this is. You know, this is what it's about, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm getting older. I've got sons, 1 son, 1 daughter, and someday they're going to have role models, right? And I want their first role model to be their dad, and I want them to know exactly why I do what I do and how I've been capable of doing it for such a sustained period of time. And, you know, I really wanted to be who I want my kids to look up to and who I desire to look up to as a young man, right? And so, yeah, it's been great. I embrace the role model position that I've been thrust into, and these kids love me, right? I want to give them an opportunity to see, especially for me, right? Like, there's not a lot of African-American people in USA Wrestling that are extremely successful, right? I think of myself, James Green, maybe Jaden Cox, Kendrick Maple this past year, Jordan Oliver. He only counts as half though, right? But yeah, it's Beat the Streets is black kids, right? Beat the Streets is inner city urban youth. And so if there's any representative of that represents it as much as possible and to the fullest, that's me, right? I've come from an area that was predominantly African American. I came from a place where a lot of guys didn't get scholarships and they didn't pass the NCAA clearinghouse, right? A lot of guys didn't get the opportunity to go and compete at the next level, and they're darn sure not doing this, right? And so when it comes to those things, I represent that. I am that, and that's why I'm still here.
Last thing, before we get you over to the team picture, any final parting words to the wrestling world as you head into the trials? What's your next thing?
Yeah, it's just excitement, freedom. I am happy, right? And for a long time, I was controlled by expectation, pressure, and now I just feel free, right? Like I'm doing this for myself and my family, right? And I've got a more spiritual perspective instead of a worldly perspective, and it's really eased a lot of the burden on me. So it's been great. I feel like I'm wrestling well, and I'm happy. As long as I'm the last match of the night, that means I'm still doing well.
Yeah, you're all right, champ.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks, boss.